Okay, YouTube, I have here an iPad Air 2. Um, just did a screen replacement and decided to make another quick video. Um, since the screens on these are a bit different. First of all, I mean, now this digitizer is on the screen, so if you were to bust the screen or crack the screen, just like the one I have here, um, if you don't have the necessary experience to um, put everything back together professionally, you most likely would have to repair or replace the whole set, the digitizer and the screen. Like I said, they would be one piece, unless, like I said, you have the tools to do the full swap. Um, but another quick thing for the home button. The home button requires a lot of patience. Reason being for that is the home button has Touch ID on it, and with this home button, it's got an IC chip on it, which would only be registered to the current motherboard that's installed. So if by any chance the home button gets damaged in the repair process, Touch ID will no longer work with another home button. So that's what I'm saying. When you do the home button or the screen replacement, be extra careful and be very patient with the when it comes to the home button. I can give you guys a quick tip. If this is your first time, there will be a sticker covering this. It's a little small, little square piece covering that. Once you remove it, do it gently. I would recommend starting from the top. If you want to start on the bottom, whatever works for you, but just either top or bottom, so that way you don't mess up the connector. I mean, the connector is going to be replaced anyways, but it's just to avoid damaging the flex cable for the home button. And once you have the sticker off, you see this little arrow. This points to where you have to lift up. Once you have this lift up, and then you will have another sticker covering the flex cable. Make sure you lift that up gently. You can start on the bottom and just slowly make your way up. And then from there you would be able to lift the cable from this side, and the cable runs from here down here and then to the home button. So once you get this sticker lifted, the flex cable or the home button cable will be glued. Not sure if I can get a good picture. It'll be like glued over here. So it's not just gonna lift up. It's not like heavily glued. It's just so it doesn't move. I would recommend using one of these bad boys. What I did is like right in the corner, I was able to like get it in there, and then slowly just nudge my way down, and then it was able to lift. And as soon as I got to the bottom, I was very careful and it lifted. You can heat it up, but like I said, the screen was still slightly warm after doing all this, so I just kept in it. It wasn't too hard. So after, just like I said, getting this in there and slowly making my way down, the home flex was able to lift on this side. Now you will notice another metal bracket covering the home button, and that's glued down pretty good. And I would recommend heating the glass on the front side, so that way you don't heat up the wiring, because like I said, you want to be careful. Like I said, you don't want to damage the home button. So like I said, I would heat the front of it just around the edge, give or take maybe 15 seconds, not depending on your heat gun. Like I said, it took me 10-15 minutes, not 15 minutes, but 10-15 seconds. It was warm enough. And then once you get it warm, I would recommend one of these bad boys, carving knife, and just slowly nudge your way in. And like I said, when it's hot, it's gonna lift a lot easier compared to when it's not hot. So that's why I recommend heating it up before you start nudging your way in. So yeah, you nudge your way in, and you're gonna lift from this side. because like I said, it would be glued down on this side, but you have the flex cable, so you don't want to damage that. So that's why you lift from this side. Once you got the bracket lifted, and then I would proceed to pushing the home button from the bottom up, and then just slowly lift it up, and then boom, and this side would lift up from just, I guess, just from the force of the home button too. So that way you will lift it out successfully without damaging. I've seen people comment saying that, you know, Touch ID doesn't work, you know, like on the new screen is like, you know, whatever the case may be, they just said there's no way for it to work. So that was another reason for me making another video, or making a video. And no, like I said, as long as you do it good, fine, and patiently, it should work. I'm gonna go ahead and show you here that Touch ID does work, and it's like I'm not getting good lighting. Trying to get good lighting, but anywho, go to Touch ID and add fingerprint, and let me just lift the plastic bag up because I still have it covered. See? So in my case, you know, I was successfully, or I'm always, like, not always, but I try to be real successful because, like I said, you know, I don't want to. I want the home button to work, just as it worked with the other screen. I'm gonna turn off this. I think it's messing with the lighting, but anywho, there we go. Yeah, it is messing with the lighting. But yeah, that's what I recommend. Do it slowly and carefully, and you should have no problem. Like I said, just take your time. For you people that are trying to do it for the first time, like I said, it's fairly easy. Like I said, once you got the glue on the sides to glue it down, and just clip it in, screw it in, and just boom, you're good to go. But like I said, it's not as hard as everybody makes it out to be. So when you do replace the screen, Touch ID will work if you do a good job, and if it doesn't work, you I guess the cable was damaged in the process. But before you assume that, you just might want to check the connector here, just in case you didn't leave the latch up. If it's up, most likely it's not gonna sense that it's connected, so that's probably why home is not gonna work. But yeah, like, so make sure that it's inserted well too before you assume that the Touch ID was damaged in the process. But other than that, like I said, it's a very easy job to do. You just need like a couple tools. I mean, the heat gun and whatnot. But like I said, I would recommend one of these in the process. And where'd my other bad boy go? And this, and a carving knife. And like I said, take your time. And everything will work out fine. And like I said, I did show you that Touch ID does work. So there should be no problem with it, just as long as everything's done well and installed well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave it down below. I'll get back to you if I can. If not, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.